Hey guys, so here we're going to learn how to make a strap for a phone holder. And what I will tell you is that I use a 1.9mm hook right here, and I find that this is the best size for my phone holder. So for example, if I'm making a phone holder like something like this, then I will use a 1.9mm hook to make this strap here. So we're going to make our strap in the color lavender right here, and we can do this right now. So the first thing you want to do is make a little bit of a yarn tail here. You don't need to, but I usually have it just in case. And then I'm going to make a quick slip knot right here. So there you go, there's my slip knot. Now the next thing that we will do is we're going to chain 4 loops. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now what we will do is we will make a kind of puff stitch, just not as many wraparounds of the hook. So have a look at this. We're going to insert, so we're going to wrap the yarn and insert the yarn hook into that very last stitch. Okay, so not a stitch but the loop, so in that very last loop right next to the slip knot, and then we're going to pull the yarn through like so. Then we're going to wrap the yarn again, we're going to go inside, and we're going to pull the yarn through just like so. And we may be able to do this one more time and pull the yarn through just like so. And now we're going to pull the yarn through all loops on the hook except for the last one. And when you now have 2 loops on your hook, you're going to pull the yarn through those 2 loops on the hook, and now this time you're going to chain 3, and from here on out you're going to chain 3. Okay, now you're going to twist this so that the chain side is where you enter the hook through, and that you'll do that all the time. So remember, you're going to twist it, you're going to wrap the yarn and make this puff stitch inside that chain space. So we're going to pull the yarn through once, wrap the yarn, pull the yarn through twice, and once more wrap the yarn, pull the yarn through again, and then we're going to pull the yarn through all loops on the hook except for the very last one. So now you have 2 loops on the hook, and then you're going to pull the yarn through those 2 loops on the hook. Let's repeat. Chain 3 and twist this so that you're going inside the chain space as you're working your puff stitch. So wrap the yarn inside the chain space, pull up your loop again, pull up the loop, and one more time, and this will make it so that you have 7 loops on the hook, and then you're going to pull through all 6 loops on the hook until you have this last one right here, and then you will pull the yarn through those 2 loops left on the hook, and you will just continue to repeat this process. So let's do it maybe one more time. Chain 1, 2, 3, twist, wrap the yarn, pull the yarn through, wrap the yarn, pull the yarn through, and wrap the yarn, pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through all loops except for the last one. Now you've got 2 loops on the hook, and then you're going to pull the yarn through those 2 loops on the hook. Okay, continue repeating this until you have a large enough strap for your phone holder. Okay, so I have made, let me see, maybe it's like 30, 60, 90, maybe 130 centimeters or more of a band right here that I'm crocheting, and I'm just up to my last stitch here, so I'm going to do one more to finish this off. 1, 2, 3, twist it, wrap the yarn, complete a puff stitch until you have those 7 loops on the hook, just as I have now, and then pull the yarn through all the loops except for that last one, and then you will just complete this with a final single crochet stitch, pulling the yarn through those 2 loops, and then we can just pull the yarn just like this, and I'll cut it off the end around about here, and there we have it. We have a nice amount of this band to be able to stick to our phone when we need. And remember, you'll just measure this according to yourself or your friend's height, but around about 130, 140 40 centimeters, I would say this is. If you want to specifically know how many of those sort of puff stitches I made, it's 155 total. So again, 155 total. So there you have your strap for your bag. Enjoy!